Hello, my name is Skylar Unruh, and I will be presenting on the IKEA Effect bias. Imagine this. You're going to your local mall, and you stop by the Lego store. You're having fun messing around with the dioramas they have for children to play with, and you stop and you see this one Lego set that you decide you're going to purchase and put together. You get back home and you immediately dive into this project. You're having fun and you're getting through it quickly, and in the end, you have a fully built diorama of the Eiffel Tower. You're so happy about this that you decide a few weeks later you're going to go ahead and purchase another Lego set. At this point, you walk in and you see a built Eiffel Tower in the same Lego store. Because you have already previously made this diorama, you get a sense of pride and are ready to build again. This is what we call the IKEA effect, and it is the idea that a person places higher value on something they made themselves. While multiple case studies were used to better understand the IKEA effect, the case study I will be discussing in this PowerPoint is When Labor Leads to Love. They used multiple different studies, such as having people build Lego sets, having them make origami, and build furniture. They used two groups. Group A looked at the product and a few days later were asked if they would purchase the product. Group B built the objects and a few days later would be asked if they would buy the product. In the end, Group A would look at it and typically decide not to purchase as they had no connection to it. They also did not recall a lot of the products, while Group B was more likely to purchase as they found a sense of pride and happiness over objects they had previously built. I decided to connect this back to scripts as the IKEA effect uses the idea that when we build something ourselves, we take more pride in it. Therefore, it follows a script of building in order to fulfill a sense of pride. I also connected it back to mental imagery. If a person has stronger links to an object because they built it, it will be easier to create a mental imagery for it, such as being able to remember what it would look like fully built when you see the Lego set in store again. It connects to bottom-up processing as it uses this form of processing in order to understand how to build whatever project a person is working on. It uses instruction manuals. It also connects to transfer-appropriate processing, as when you build or fix something you have already built, you will recall when you first built it. In this case, say a table you built was breaking down and you decided you would repair it yourself. You would remember how you built it, therefore remembering and knowing how to take it apart. How does one overcome this bias? There are two positive ways to overcome this bias. The first one is to see if it would be worth it. Do you have the money to put into this project? Do you have the time to put into this project? And would this project be efficient, such as would having a really unique table be as efficient as purchasing a cheaper table, or purchasing a table you could have now and would not have to put together? The second way is to do stuff with an accountability buddy. When an accountability buddy is somebody who works with a person to keep them from either doing a certain thing or make sure they do a certain thing, and after a while they are no longer needed. An accountability buddy would make sure a person doesn't purely buy because they know they can build something. And with this, the knowledge of how the IKEA effect works, does it affect you? I know personally, going over this project brought back memories of when I would go to the dentist office or the doctor's office as a kid, and they would have the Legos that were meant for children. And I remember almost every single structure that I built myself. And a part of it is because the IKEA effect affected my memory itself. Thank you for watching my presentation.